My cabin door didn't just break, it screamed when it exploded, and 9 minutes later, I was unraveling a 60-year-old conspiracy worth millions, buried right under my feet. I'm Tom Carver, a 62-year-old ex-reporter who thought he traded chaos for quiet until a fake HOA sent armed thugs to my Blue Ridge hideout. This is how I flipped their war into their downfall, and trust me, you'll wanna hear this drop where you're watching from below. It was a still night in my grandpa's cabin, deep in North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains, the kind of place where the stars feel close enough to touch. I'd moved here to heal 40 years chasing stories, from cartel bosses to crooked senators, left me burned out, needing the silence of this 53-built refuge, its walls lined with grandpa's surveyor photos. I was in my armchair, iced tea sweating, when boom, the door shattered, cordite sting in my nose. 3 shadows in tactical gear swept in, moving like wolves, not sheriffs. A flashlight pinned me. Police. Hands up, one backed. I raised them slow, heart racing but commode habits from dodging bullets in Miami. The leader, eyes dead as stone, flashed a paper. Violation Lakeview Pines HOA, non-compliant aesthetics. I snorted. Buddy, there's no HOA here. This land's been ours since '53 unincorporated. He didn't blink, just signaled his team. Search it. They moved like machines through my tiny cabin kitchen, bedroom scanning, not tossing. The leader paused by the fireplace, hand twitching, then backed off. They dropped a blinking metal disc on my table. Compliance monitor, he lied, smooth as silk. Then they vanished, their black SUV fading into the pines. That disc. A custom bug, high dollar, not some HOA toy. This was a shakedown, and it lit a fire in me I hadn't felt in years. They thought I'd fold. Wrong move. By morning, I'd nailed plywood over the Dora's car, but a stand. My shotgun sat heavy across my lap, not for fear, but focus. A knock came. Tom, you good? Hank Miller, my half-mile-off neighbor, stood there, thermos in hand, a grizzled Marine with a Vietnam limp. I had trouble. I showed him the mess. Bear, I said, watching his eyes flick to the bug too fast. That HOA, run by Diana Hodge the Viper, he said. Get cameras. His concern felt rehearsed, my gut screaming traitor. I nodded. Will do, Hank. Days turned brutal psychological warfare. A doe, neck snapped, lay by my well, no animals walk. Night brought footsteps, shadows. A letter came, Blue Ridge Environmental Board bogus claiming my waste threatened fans, seizures. They were framing me. I didn't crush the bug, I dissected it military grade, tied to Pinnacle Solutions, X-Max with rap sheets. Online, Diana Holt was no HOA busybody, she was a real estate predator, linked to a Charlotte developer through shell companies. This was a land grab, pure and vicious. I called Emily Tran, a lawyer I'd helped a decade back by clearing her dad's name. Tom, what's up? She asked, sharp as a blade. I spilled a trade, bug, Hank's shifty vibe, fake HOA. I need you, I said. She rolled in at dusk, her car stuffed with gear. My cabin became a bunker, laptops humming, maps sprawled. I hid pinhole cameras, one in a tree, one by the patter mic in my porch railing. Emily dug into Pinnacle, dirty mercenaries, Diana's Mossa. Then my camera caught Hank slipping a Pinnacle thug, my routine for cash. Emily's eyes narrowed. That's conspiracy, Tom. We tore through records, hitting a 1957 footnote, a sealed survey of my land, signed by George Amos Holt, Diana's grandpa. Why hide a survey? Emily said. We pushed the state court to unseal its 57 pages, then a bombshell, high-grade lithium, shallow, worth millions for batteries. Diana wasn't after my cabin, she wanted a mine her grandpa buried. Friday, my mic caught Hank, voice cracking. He survived, Diana, the brick line was cut. Her reply was venom. Saturday, the extraction team ends it. Keep his lights on. Extraction meant my grave. Emily nodded. Solicitation to murder. We need them caught red-handed. Saturday night, storm clouds brewed. We hid in Grandpa's root cellar, screens glowing with camera feeds. Captain Laura Ruiz, Emily's state police contact, had her team a quarter-mile out. At 10:17 p.m., the SUV rode up for mugs, rifles ready, spreading out. Hank's light flicked on his signal. Two rammed my door, I flipped a switch. Strobes blinded them, a sonic screamer dropped them to their knees, oil-slicked floors sent them sprawling. A fake siren wailed from the attic, pure chaos. My deadbolt trapped them inside. Diana's Lexus pulled up, Hank trailing. "What's wrong?" she hissed. I stepped from the cellar's hidden door, recorder rolling. "This land's Menino HOA." I played her voice. "The extraction team ends it." She snapped. "You fossil." "My grandpa found lithium, it's my birthright. I built this HOA, but judges." Floodlights blazed, Ruiz boomed, "State police." "You're done." Diana froze, Hank crumpled, sobbing. Mechs were cuffed, dazed. Ruiz nodded. "Well played, Tom." 3 months later, the mountain-heeled new oak door, moss reclaiming scars. Diana got 25 years, Hank 10, Pinnacle's goon's life. The developer settled, millions in my bank. I didn't keep it. Launched the Carver Freedom Project, a legal fund for folks fighting HOAs, corporations. Emily joined, grinning. Retirement can wait. On my porch, whiskey in hand, I toasted Grandpa his land, his fight. But Diana's letter, passed through her lawyer, lingers. I fought for family legacy. So did you. Are we different? Should I have sold the lithium, taken the cash? Or was saving my home enough? Tell me below. Hot's justice. Got a bully trying to take what's yours? Share it, let's fight back. My cabin door didn't just break, it screamed when it exploded, and 9 minutes later, I was unraveling a 60-year-old conspiracy worth millions, buried right under my feet. I'm Tom Carver, a 62-year-old ex-reporter who thought he traded chaos for quiet until a fake HOA sent armed thugs to my Blue Ridge hideout. This is how I flipped their war into their downfall, and trust me, you'll wanna hear this drop where you're watching from below. It was a still night in my grandpa's cabin, deep in North Carolina's Blue Ridge Mountains, the kind of place where the stars feel close enough to touch. I'd moved here to heal 40 years chasing stories, from cartel bosses to crooked senators, left me burned out, needing the silence of this 53-built refuge, its walls lined with Grandpa's surveyor photos. I was in my armchair, iced tea sweating, when boom, the door shattered, cordite